Broadcasting live from Dar es Salaam, this is TVC News, our top stories. Manufacturing leads as Tanzania Investment and Special Economic Zones Authority releases investment report. Like no other, Tanzania to promote its agendas.
This is a significant responsibility and an opportunity to champion the climate priorities of the African continent at the global stage.
Good evening, I am Teddy Mparanyanga. You can also follow us live via YouTube channel TVC Online and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook and X pages at TVC Online. Zanzibar presidential candidate for Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, says upon re-election his party will prioritize people-centric development and continue with the implementation of various national development projects for the benefits of all citizens in Zanzibar. Dr. Mwinyi made the pledge during a campaign rally in Msuka Konde constituency, Micheweni district, Pemba North region, insisting that his goal is to see Pemba and Unguja continue to flourish upon his re-election.
Sisi Chama cha Mapinduzi tunajinadi kwa kufanya maendeleo yote.
We Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM take pride in driving development for both infrastructure and the people. On the infrastructure side, we have focused on improving social services. In 2020, we pledged to implement projects in health, education, and water sectors, and we have delivered on that promise. And this is just the beginning.
Furthermore, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi says his party will continue with improvements and construction of key infrastructure, including the Shumba port in the Pemba North region, amongst other priorities.
Bandari ya Shumba tumejenga na tunaendelea kuimarisha.
We have built the Shumba port and continue to strengthen it. In a very short time, it will become the main port for the northern Pemba region. Ships from abroad, including those from Mombasa and other places, will be able to dock directly at this port.
Zanzibar presidential candidate for Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, continues with campaign rallies outlining his party's manifesto. Terry outlined the leading regions in registering the project, include Dar es Salaam with 79 projects, followed by Coast Region registering 29 projects, Arusha 16 projects, Dodoma 13 projects, and Mwanza 12 projects. On the other hand, the leading countries in investment include the United Arab Emirates, UAE, registering projects worth $502.03 million, China $401.55 million, and India with projects worth $176.18 million. And on to the next story. The Permanent Secretary, Vice President's Office, Union and Environment Engineer Cyprian Luhemeja says the 30th Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP30, which is expected to be held in Brazil from November 10th to November 21st this year, will be key presenting in opportunity for Tanzania to introduce its various initiatives, including the country's clean cooking agenda. Engineer Luhemeja made the remarks in Dar es Salaam during a special preparatory meeting involving environmental experts and various stakeholders in environment and climate change, insisting that Tanzania must maximize on their special role to chair the Council of Environmental Experts on behalf of Africa for the first time.
For Tanzania, this is not a mere negotiation platform. It is a unique opportunity to forge a strategic partnership and mobilize critical resources to protect our people, ecosystem, and the economy from the escalating impact of climate change. Therefore, it is with great pride that I inform you this morning Tanzania will be leading the African delegation.
Today's meeting is a very important one. It brings together stakeholders from non-governmental organizations, the private sector and development partners, led by government agents, and the other office of Vice President to prepare joint strategies that will help us create a clear position and achievement tangible results so we can contribute positively to the nation's Vision 2050.
Every first week of October, the world marks International Customer Service Week with the aim of recognizing the contribution of customers and service providers in accelerating economic development. This year, Customer Service Week is celebrated from October 6th to October 10th, and this year's theme is Mission Possible, which aims to inspire service providers during Customer Service Week and throughout the year.
Our new system is going to strengthen the security of transactions and customer information to the highest level.
Sisi kama TCB tumeendelea kuboresha huduma zetu.
As TCB, we have continued to improve our services, especially by ensuring that they are increasingly available through digital platforms.
Bank of Africa imeshuhudia ukuaji mkubwa.
Bank of Africa has witnessed significant growth in use of its systems through digital platforms aimed at making banking services more accessible.
Speaking to my colleague Caroline Maleo, professor from the University of Dar es Salaam Business School, Omari Mbura, starts by explaining the significance of the day to the Tanzanian economy.
Professor, can you tell us what do we mean by a customer service week and why is it significant for Tanzania to have such a week?
Customer Service Week is a week that is geared towards providing awareness, but also reminding the different organizations, different institutions, so that they can be able to deliver to the expectations of customers in terms of what they've promised to deliver.
Is it just a weekly thing, or is it something that is done every year? What is it about?
It is something that is done annually, and I don't have the background, but I should just admit that it is normally done in October. And it is a week that actually many organizations all over the world, they're actually taking advantage of reminding, but also sharing different aspects that can be instrumental in raising such awareness, but also reminding organizations to do their best in serving customers.
And Professor, can you tell us, in terms of customer service, where is Tanzania ranked?
A recent research that was conducted in Africa indicated that we are among the top 20 at the moment, even though this opens up opportunity for us to doing better, because we might be doing very holistically doing good, but maybe in certain attributes we may be scoring poorly.
And are we embracing the digital tools? Now we know that we are in the digital era. Are we embracing the AI, the chatbot, all the digital tools that have come in terms of service provision in the country?
I can say we are still in the move, even though we agree that we have already started. And I think we are in the right track at the moment, and hopefully that this one will improve the way we deliver our services.
As the United Nations UN prepares to mark 80 years since its inception, with mounting challenges like global conflicts and the need for reform seem to increase, African countries continue to advocate for a more inclusive, representative and equitable UN. Speaking to TBC News, former Tanzanian diplomat Ambassador Msuya Mangachi explains that it is imperative for the UN Security Council to reflect the continent's growing global influence and ensure greater participation in decision-making on critical global issues like peace, security and development.
If you listen to the interventions of most of the third world leaders in the UN General Assembly this year, Africa in particular has been concerned about marginalization of the continent in the decision-making bodies of the United Nations. Why? Because they are responsible for causing the pollution that is causing problems of climate change and so on. But in terms of how to remove the problem, they put a lot of responsibility on developing countries.
This year's United Nations Day will be commemorated on the 24th of October under the theme Education Shapes the Future, emphasizing the vital role of inclusive and high-quality education in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. TBC News will bring you a series of interviews and stories on the way to the day. Strengthening ties between Africa and Nordic countries took center stage at the recent Nordic Africa Foreign Ministers meeting held in Harare, Zimbabwe. The high-level meeting brought together ministers and diplomats from both regions to discuss ways of enhancing cooperation in trade, investment, and climate action. Speaking to TBC News, the Tanzanian ambassador to Sweden, Ambassador Mobhare Matinyi, says the discussions focus on deepening economic diplomacy and building stronger partnerships for sustainable growth.
We have just concluded the Nordic Africa Foreign Affairs Ministers meeting in Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. This is an annual meeting that brings together foreign affairs ministers of the Nordic countries and the African countries. And our delegation was led by the Minister for Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation, Ambassador Thabit Kombo. We also had the Director General of Tanzania Investment and Special Economic Zones Authority, Terry, as well as the who are dedicated to that one. Our policy is very friendly towards that, and we have to promote our country. We have to inform various potential investors and traders around the world about the opportunities we have in Tanzania, the good policies we have in Tanzania, and the friendly business environment that we have in Tanzania. And we are thankful to the current government of President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan for facilitating international trade between Tanzania and the other countries, as well as investment.
The United Nations celebrates World Habitat Day of the first Monday of October to focus on the state of human settlements and the basic right to shelter. The day serves as a global reminder of the responsibility to shape the future of cities and towns, highlighting the need for sustainable urban development and adequate housing for all. Esther Dels takes us through the day.
Every year, the first Monday of October, the world marks as the World Habitat Day. And it was established by the United Nations in 1985. And in this day, it highlights the importance of having adequate housing and also having sustainable human settlement. This day also reminds us that every person deserves a safe and diligent place to call home. From citizens' perspectives, what constitutes to decent housing?
Decent housing should have electricity that is consistently available and water,
so they can confidently say they have decent housing.
Ana uhakika kwamba lile eneo au ile nyumba anaimiliki.
And this World Habitat Day goes hand in hand with the theme, the readiness of cities in addressing urban challenges. Esther Dels, TBC News.
Tonight in Beyond the Ballot, we take a look at the United People's Democratic Party, UPDP, and United Democratic Party, UDP's manifestos.
The United Democratic Party, UDP, is a political party registered in 1992. In the 2000 general election, the UDP nominated John Cheo to run for president of the United Republic of Tanzania, whereby he received 4.5% of the total vote. In the 2005-2020 elections, the UDP did not field a candidate for the presidential position. This year, 2025, the UDP has nominated Saum Rashid to run for the position. The UDP manifesto distinguishes itself in agriculture, health, education, and industry.
Kwamba kuwezesha wajasiriamali na wenye viwanda kuanzisha viwanda vidogo vidogo vya kati.
To empower entrepreneurs and industrialists to establish small, medium, and large-scale industries. The goal is to increase the value of agriculture products in order to address the challenge of unemployment. We will also put in place special frameworks that will enable every Tanzanian to have the opportunity to own land.
That was UDP. Now let's focus on the United People's Democratic Party, UPDP. This party was officially registered in February 1993.
In sports news, yoga players in Tanga have formed an association called the Tanzania Yoga Sana Sports Association to promote the sport in the country. Speaking to TBC News in Tanga, the coach and players say they believe the establishment of the Yoga Association attracts many people to join as the practice involves the heart, brain and body.
To make it famous, we want people to join us more. And we can go in Olympics also.
Oh, yoga is not very famous yet in Tanzania, but I tend to say that